Snow coming for
It's
that.
happening right now in Cache Valley, friends. Go ahead, take that live view from Old Main, and you're going to see the snow coming down. That cold front on the move, and it's transition rain to snow in Logan, and it's now progressing towards Ogden and will continue to slide through. Now the front's going to stall, and that is going to be something that we keep an eye on because that's where our heaviest snow totals will come from. This is what it looked like throughout the day. Isn't it crazy to watch this Cache Valley time lapse and you see sunshine, mild temperatures? They were in the upper 50s, and then tonight we just take that live view and you see the snow out there. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. We've got that cold front moving through that area of low pressure behind it. Plenty of moisture. You see that bright pink? That's mixed precipitation in the last few hours here. You watch the switch happen. Yep, and then we go straight snow. That mild southwesterly flow allowed for those great temperatures today, but we were above average. Get ready to change that into tomorrow morning. We've got a messy morning commute with roads impacted by road snow. We're anticipating Idaho all the way to Cedar City on I-15. We'll see periods of road snow. 215, the entire route will be snowy or slushy. I-80, Highway 89, I-84, all the way to I-70 towards Richfield and the road to Bryan Head. Looking at winter travel conditions really throughout the state, and it's because our snow level's dropping with this cold front coming through. We're going to see the snow level falling to the valley floor, and it will stay that way for our Tuesday into Wednesday. Starts to bump Thursday. All right, winter storm warnings. There's two of them, and one for the Salt Lake Valley. We are just hours away from this going into effect. Starts at midnight. We'll hold on until tomorrow evening. The southern Wasatch Mountains also underneath that winter storm warning. Tricky travel is expected with probably the biggest snow totals in the valley for this season in Salt Lake County. We've got winter weather advisories for a bulk of the state, also anticipating Cache Valley, the northern Wasatch Front, the Tooele and Rush Valleys, Utah County, into central Utah, our mountain locations all underneath winter weather advisories with the exception of the southern Wasatch, the southwestern corner of the state. All of these areas are looking at accumulating snow and rough travel conditions for our Tuesday. What a change from the St. Patrick's Day we saw today with above average temperatures. Futurecast is going to walk us through the timeline here. Here's the front. Here we are by midnight. Wet weather fills in. Could start as rain in the valleys and then transition over. You see a lot of blue there. Check it out at 4 a.m. What we're watching is a stalled band over the Salt Lake Valley. You can kind of see it here by 7 a.m., maybe pushing a little more to Utah County. This is where we should get some of our heaviest snow totals. That means during the morning commute, we are going to see heavier snow, and that's why if you can leave a little later tomorrow, please do so. The mountains will see snow, and the snow slides into southern, eastern, and central Utah. But we're not finished. That northwest flow will allow for showery activity by late morning. Those snow showers, even if you get a break, we're not done. Really stay active through the evening. Our winter storm warning for Salt Lake County until 6 p.m. And that's because snow will keep on churning. Here we are by 9 p.m. There is a chance of lake effect late Tuesday. You kind of see that coming off of the lake there, areas east and south of the Great Salt Lake. Not a surprise. That's before high pressure moves in briefly and cuts off the moisture. Now we could see a little bit of wet weather as we head Wednesday and then another storm Thursday into Friday. Weaker than what we're going to see for tonight and into tomorrow. How much is coming your way? 2 to 6 in the Salt Lake Valley. The Salt Lake benches could get 6 to 12. Other valleys, including the northern Wasatch Front, southern Utah Central Valleys, 1 to 3, 4 to 8 inches for benches in Tooele County, Davis County. Utah County could go a trace to 2 inches. The benches in Provo and the surrounding area, probably 3 to 6. 3 to 9 for the Wasatch back underneath the winter weather advisory. Cache Valley at 1 to 3. They're picking that up right now. And the I-15 corridor at 2 to 5 inches, meaning travel on our biggest thoroughfare through the state is going to be impacted. There's that lake effect potential coming through Tuesday night, and we'll see lake enhancement throughout the day tomorrow. Mountains will pick up healthy snow. Be ready for it. 5 to 10 in the south, 1 to 2 feet for the southern Wasatch. Could go up to 30 for the upper Cottonwoods, 6 to 12 for the rest of northern Utah, maybe 8 to 14 in the north. We'll see what happens. Wet weather potential really stays active as we make it through the work week, spiking again late Wednesday and into Thursday. And then possibly into the weekend as a trough will slide through on Saturday and bring the chance of wet weather. What a change of pace. You know, March came in like a lion and it keeps roaring with these winter storms. Tomorrow, below average. We go from above average today. The average is 56 in Salt Lake. We hit the low 60s. 63 is where we topped out. We're going to go 30s and maybe make it to 40 tomorrow. 48 in Moab, 56 in St. George. Mixed precipitation possible on the eastern side of the state. We're likely just going to see those snow showers holding steady. Let's zoom in and find your city. Mountain Valley's staying in the 20s. Park City's going to get healthy snow here. Tooele County will as well. 41 for the high in Ogden. Taking a look at the next 7 days in St. George. Isolated rain showers with the winds whipping. We know that northerly flow brings gap winds. By Thursday, we're talking spring. We're starting a new season. Look at that warming trend in Washington County. That's going to be a thing of beauty. As we check the Wasatch Front, we do have those snow showers, and they linger possibly into Wednesday. Spring starts Thursday. We keep the chance and an unsettled pattern through most of the work week, and then again into Saturday. The temperatures are kind of up, down, and all around. 56 is our average. We really won't get there until a week from today.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Something.
I know, St. Patrick's Day, keeping it
It's
interesting.
so busy. You're not golfing this week, Wes. I just kind of feel that for you.
Staying inside and watching.